What's up, guys? DCK here, Baby Z. Hitting you up with a video, which will probably lead to maybe other videos happening. In a short while, I will be doing a video talking about my experience at Chikara. Why? Because I hope to go to King of Trios this year. Fingers crossed, folks. Fingers crossed, folks. Hopefully with another YouTuber here on YouTube, or else he will not be a YouTuber. Education. I'll be talking about my Chikara experience from back in 2009 when I went to Hiding in Plain Sight. Great show. So, what I want to talk about in this video, I've been watching a lot of Japanese stuff, and videos that talk about Japanese stuff. I've been looking at guys like Sean Carlson Zero, Daniel Talks Progress, AMC and One. I'm on Daniel Talks Progress's Facebook group. For those of you on Facebook, look up Daniel Talks Progress. There's already a good handful of YouTubers on there, including myself, and it's great discussion. And it's gotten me thinking about really about what pro wrestling is. In that, as I've read so much of these pro wrestling fans, and how big they are on different, how they're so big on different things from you know, other fans. They're huge on just narrative and this kind of logical wrestling physics type things in matches, which they love a good narrative to a match, which is, I mean, it's always awesome. It's like, you know, I say narrative because storytelling and this kind of, I don't know if you can group it in much with storytelling, but I don't know if that squeaking was. Kind of this weird thing. It's hard to get. Hopefully someone, you know, can kind of clarify the words, but I want to, you know, I just wanted to talk about this because it's kind of awesome when you see something so cool because of how much sense it makes. For example, Shinsuke Nakamura versus Yoshihiro Takayama from Wrestle Kingdom 4? Yeah, Wrestle Kingdom 4, the 2010 one. IWGP title match. The story in that match was, not the story, but what was happening in the match was awesome. And here's why. Every hit, and this was a very much a, you know, hit 'em kind of match, like a hit 'em. Nakamura would throw 2, 3 forearms, and that would get Takayama a little off. Takayama, being the larger man, would throw one, and Nakamura's got to step back, take a step or two back. Just those little things are perfect. And stuff like Nakamura shoots in and gets a knee right in his face. And when you get a knee right in the face, you have to sell that shit good. And they did. They put the 10 count on Nakamura. Awesome. And then Nakamura had to use strategy to get his offense to work best to take out Takayama, leading to the eventual Bomaye knee to the back of the head, which is, I don't know if it's a blow-up finisher or a fucking awesome one. You just knee a guy in the back of the head. Okay, that's pretty awesome. By the way, Nakamura versus Shiozaki, that needs to happen for, like, ever. That needs to happen, like, on the biggest stage possible. They just need to be given the stuff to have awesomeness, because I so want to see that happen. me and Sean Carlton Zero had a conversation about that, and the stuff we came up with for how that could happen was magical. Are we gonna tell you? Fuck no. Because then how are we gonna get paid for making those ideas up and giving them to Noah? Can we speak Japanese? No. Are we still gonna tell him what to do? Yeah. Yeah. So it's that kind of stuff. It's kind of wrestling logic. This is becoming a kind of a crappy video, but this is like a legitimate discussion I want people to think of. I want people to think of what they like in a match, what they like to see, what they think is, what elements of pro wrestling make pro wrestling, and what makes it good, what makes it suck. What are they, what moves need to be done, who should be doing what moves. It's a weird thing, but I'm probably gonna post this anyways. But I want people to think about what they're liking in matches, and Japanese matches have maybe start to reconsider what I like in matches. Don't get me wrong, I love cool moves. I fucking love them, and I still do. However, I also can really appreciate now. I've been, my brain has started to think of these little nuances in wrestling narrative. Something only. It's weird because it makes the match more real, and yet it can only happen. It can only happen in pro wrestling, which is a fake sport. I know, it hurts my brain too. Oh god, this video kind of sucks. This really does. But I just wanted to post this. I wanted to get some thoughts out. Not the most coherent thoughts, but they are thoughts nonetheless. Of, what kind of logic do we like in a match? What kind of narrative, story, selling, when is like no selling appropriate? When is a big ass spot appropriate? Like, what's overkill? What's not? What's too little? When can we? What kind of matches have we seen that seem to end at exactly the right moment? Which matches go overboard? Which matches don't go far enough? Maybe if we talk about matches, I think that'd be better. People will understand our points more. So I just want to post this, and hopefully, if one fucking person does a video response, I'll be happy. I'll be happy. Just to get their thoughts on what they like to see in wrestling. Just the art of wrestling. So, yeah, this video sucks. So, I'm DoubleCrossKing. You don't have to stay classy because this wasn't the best video. Night, y'all.